Move on to question 3, shall we? Did you have to wear a uniform? For the first 2 schools I went to, no, I could wear whatever I pleased. But when I came to Monrad Intermediate, that was when I had to start wearing uniform. So, my uniform at Monrad, a pair of dark black shorts, long black socks, and a grey t-shirt with black and blue collar, and black and blue bits around the sleeves. And it had the school crest here, or it just said Monrad Intermediate here. You also got to choose whether you could have a blue polar fleece sweatshirt, which was a turquoise blue, had the Monrad crest here, well, I ended up having little finger holes in mine, so if it was a really cold winter's day and I needed to pick something up, all I needed to do was get the finger holes and pick it up, and then I didn't have to risk getting my fingers cold. At Awatapu College, it was a plain white t-shirt with black and yellow on the collar. It had the Awatapu crest here. It was it was just a grey pair of shorts you had to wear. You had grey socks with yellow and black stripes, and you also got to wear a black polar fleece or a black jersey. And now my Linfield College uniform, I've actually got it. Hold on a second. I've got my old Linfield College uniform. So, pair of simple grey shorts, and I've also got this green shirt, which you can see has a yellow stripe around the corner. It says Linfield College. This shirt also comes in white, and Linfield College is written in green. This was the old uniform. This year we all have to wear a brand new uniform, which is pretty much a white shirt with little black stripes, a little pocket here with the Linfield crest, dark grey shorts, black socks with grey and green stripes, and then of course we've got the shoes. So that's the uniforms I've had to wear over the year. 4th question is, what subjects did you take in high school? Well, that's a pretty easy question to answer. I did all the core subjects, so English, Maths, Science, PE and Health, Social Studies, and then I did and then we've got the options. I've been doing Japanese since I started high school. I will be doing it again this year. I did history this year, last year, which I'm doing again this year. I did cooking in year 9 and 10. I did drama in year 9. I wasn't too bad at it. I did art in year 9. I'm better at drawing than I am at painting. I'm terrible at painting. I'm just trying to think. Oh yeah, and I'm going to be starting media studies this year, so yay me! I thought media studies would be something that I'd enjoy, and I thought it might help me with my political career, so good on me for choosing. Number 5, what was my favourite subject? Well, my favourite subject would of course have to be either social studies and history. It's a tie between the two. I was pretty good with my social studies topics when I started it in year 9, and of course into year 10 and when I started history in year 11, I did pretty well. Of course, those who don't know me very well, I'm actually quite a history buff, especially with World War II. And in year 10 we were doing a topic on the Nazis, so top marks for me. And the teacher was so impressed with my knowledge, he thought it wasn't fair that I was going to do all the work for the class. So I remember on one occasion we had just finished going over the Treaty of Versailles, and Mr. Welsh decided he was going to teach us about Adolf Hitler and his life before he became the Nazi dictator. So he asked the class to come up with come up with what they already knew about Hitler. So he all instantly turned to me and said, "Liam, can you please tell the class one thing, just one thing that you know about Hitler?" Honestly, I love history. After in year 11, Miss Mackey, our history teacher, put on this video as part of our French nuclear testing unit about the protests that New Zealand took up against the French. So we were looking at in amazement at a nuclear test as all this rushing water comes crashing down near this boat, and then all of a sudden, Gah! Scary Face comes up right in front of us. Whole class is screaming their heads off like little girls. And some advice to Linfield College students: if you get Miss Mackey as a teacher and she puts on that video, look away. Do not look. And sixth question: did I ever get into big trouble? Easy answer: no, I never got into major trouble. I did get into trouble during my school life, but it was never that serious. If there was usually trouble involving me, it was because someone had bullied me really badly or something like that. Now, a few of you might remember that I've talked quite a bit about Mr. Scott, the old deputy principal of Awatapu College, over my first few vlogs in 2011. Now, Mr. Scott, he is a wonderful man. He's a great teacher, and one of the things that I really like about him is that he's really good when you've got a bullying problem or something really bad that's happened to you. If someone got into major trouble, if they were caught with drugs, if they had beaten someone up, if they were doing some really bad bullying against someone, Mr. Scott was your go-to guy. Mr. Scott is he was wonderful with discipline. And one of the reasons that I really liked his approach to bullying was that he frightened the heck out of them. I can remember a while ago there was this really unfortunate incident that I don't want to talk about. I was in my dean's office trying to take a cup of tea to calm myself down, and I caught a glimpse of the boys just before my dean, Miss Bardell, closed the door. Mr. Scott was there, and I just heard him yelling, "You do not want to be on the bad side of Mr. Scott." So a little advice: if you're at Awatapu and you're thinking of doing something bad, like breaking the rules, trying to be the man, do not do it, or else you will incur the wrath of Mr. Scott. Question number 7, did I ever skip school? Well, I don't skip school nowadays, but I think there was one incident that I skipped school, but I'm not sure if that would count as skipping. In my second year of primary school, my mother managed to sign me out of school for a bit so that we could go see the third Harry Potter movie. Now, I love Harry Potter. I loved the Harry Potter books, the Harry Potter movies. I really enjoyed them. I saw every single Harry Potter movie in cinemas except the first one and the fourth one. Yeah, the fourth one was pretty good. So yeah, I'm not quite sure if that would count as skipping, but I think technically that would be one instant, but other than that, I've never skipped school or skipped classes, even the ones that I've generally disliked.